What's up, guys? Marco Flores here with Nerd in the Bay. We're finally doing the celebration to 700 subscribers question and answer video. I used to do a video series. Well, I just did like one episode of a Q&A series called Quality Time with Marco, and maybe we'll probably bring that back. But for now, we're gonna do a celebration 700 subscribers question and answer video. So, guys. What I was doing here was, because I hit 700 subscribers on YouTube, we celebrated and stuff like that, and that was back in like November, and December is here, so like, we still have few subscribers more, so like, yeah, if we can get to 750 or even possibly 800, that'd be awesome. The way to do that is go to youtube.com/user/nerdinthebay, subscribe. People say to hit that bell if you want to, I guess, follow up on videos. I guess that's a thing. So I guess you go ahead and do that too. But yeah, subscribe to youtube.com/user/nerdinthebay to go ahead and subscribe to our videos. Like what you see here, of course. Yeah, it would be much appreciated. But without further ado, I went to go ask for questions using the hashtag #AskNerdMarco, and it took a little bit to be able to get some questions, but I got a lot after some time. So what I plan to do is, whatever questions I read out, if you have a channel or social media you want to get plugged, by all means do so. I will plug it for you guys. But without further ado, let's get into the questions. So, two geek girls ask, Marvel or DC? DC. Sorry, I got a little Vietnamese there. Marvel or DC? YouTube goals for 2018 and bucket list geeky trips and cons that I would want to attend or go to. So Marvel or DC, I would have to pick Marvel because I connected with Marvel more so. DC comics I still like. I feel like they're more on a grand scale, like they're like a legacy sort of thing. And yeah, I personally did not. I mean, I grew up a little bit with DC comics. Very first comic book I had was like a Superman comic book. It may have introduced Banshee, but I felt more connected with Marvel, especially with the X-Men, kind of being like the more, more interracial and intergender, all that stuff. So yeah, I connected with Marvel, so I have to pick Marvel. Let's see, goals for 2018. I'm probably planning to talk about this on an upcoming Brothering Around podcast. Future goals, I'll definitely to be hitting. If I don't hit, I'm most likely not hitting 800 before the start of the new year, but hitting 800 and maybe 900 beyond that. If 800 gets past, I hit 800 like really fast. Get to 900, getting closer, definitely towards 1,000 subscribers to get on that spotlight. And then let's see, other goals is definitely to do more collaborations. That's something I haven't done in a good while. I've been back in the day. I did collaborations with Kami the Hobo when we used to do the Power Hour show. I hope to do that and start doing that again, but also start collaborating with other YouTubers, same level YouTubers, maybe smaller subscriber number YouTubers. Hey, maybe even bigger named YouTubers. I would love to, just start collaborating and just getting my name out there, because we're all doing this. We're all trying to grow together, right? And then let me see, what was the last question? Geeky trips or cons? If you're asking me to pick one or another, I have yet to go to a con. I mean, I've gone to a convention before as like an attendee. I would love to be able to go to a con. To be on a panel, like that's what I actually that's one of the goals I really want to do eventually. Not maybe in this year, not this year maybe, but like eventually, maybe down the line, while I'm still doing this, to be able to be on a panel, at a con, whatever it may be, whether it's being content creation or just talking about or trying to push a brand about nerd culture or geeky stuff. That's where my head is at right now in terms of cons. Geeky trips, definitely would want to go to Japan. Definitely will want to go to Japan and just experience Japan in its fullest with the food and like the anime shows and arcades and toys and all that stuff, manga, anime and all that stuff. Yeah, I would love to go to Japan. That's probably like my bucket list like nerd related trip. I would love to go to Korea. Seeing how I used to take Taekwondo for a good portion of my life. Just be able to train in just at the homeland of Taekwondo. I would love to do that. And Korea is up there. China, of course, maybe Hong Kong. Just experiencing culture more so than like a geeky thing, but just to be able to experience like culture. But yeah, we'd love to travel around the world. I think we all would like to do that. So yeah, thank you 2 Geek Girls for those questions. You can watch them at youtube.com/user/2geekgirls, or if I got that wrong, I'm gonna correct it around the bottom or so. And then let's see, 2 Geek Girls on Twitter, and yeah, be sure to check them out at Catbox720 or at Catbox360 as the actual Twitter name. Is what are you hoping to do with your channel? Just continuing to do more of the stuff that I'm doing right now. Just continuing to make those intro to mobile games, because mobile gaming, even though it's there's a little bit of a stigma that's like it's just mobile gaming. There's some great gems out there, and as a person like me who doesn't have like the excess or the excess income or just having money to be able to get console games and consoles such like that, mobile gaming is a fine like alternate. You'll see some good gems out there, and especially if, again, my situation, don't have a great PC, and Steam's not like in my set of options. Again, mobile games is a great substitute for that. So yeah, continue to do intro to mobile games, continue to do reviews and opinions, and that like covers a lot of things. More discussion based stuff, comics, anime, again, the things that I cover at the channel. Again, like I mentioned it with 2 Geek Girls question, to be able to do more collaborations, be on more podcasts, basically spreading the brand of Nerd in the Bay, and just, I think that's what my maybe my mission statement is, just to spread the brand and just have a good time about it, right? Because
this is what we're doing it for. We're content creating. Like, we're doing this because we have like this hunger, like wanting to make something, and that's why that was one of the reasons why I wanted to make a channel. Like, the one thing that I always bring up is like, I want to talk to people about the similar things that I do, and also I just wanted to make something, and I didn't know what it was, and I thought I had to rely on people to be able to do those things. Like, oh well, you could just go back to the whole why you want to be a YouTuber video and say that I just wanted to create a thing, and if you don't have the necessary equipment, just make with whatever you have, and that's what kind of drives me as I move forward. Just whatever I want to do. Outline it, see if it's like in the realm of possibilities right now. If not, how can I maybe make it more of a beginner level? So to be able to just make my thing, or if the thing that I'm trying to make is not possible in terms of like what the stuff that I have or whatnot, just continue to just writing it down until either I'm able to, or just make a lower level version of it, or maybe a beginner version of it, and just go from there and then build up as I continue to develop what I want it to be, sort of thing. It's a little out there, but yeah, just continue to make content. Just keep doing what I'm doing, just
spreading the brand out there, and I think that's what I really want to do. Moving forward with the channel, and just what I want to do with like content creation and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you Catbox for that question. You can catch her. I'll put her YouTube channel on the bottom of the screen, but she also goes by Catbox720 on Twitter, but I think the actual name is Catbox360, so you can catch her on Twitter there, and also on Facebook. And YouTube, go check it out. She does like Pokemon, like pulls and stuff like that. And she also has a second channel doing some like comedy skits and such. So it's cool stuff. It's funny. So yeah, check out Catbox360 or Catbox720 for all that stuff. And thank you for the question. So now David Vincent from 502 Gaming asks, favorite video game of all time and favorite superhero movie of all time. So I'm gonna try to answer these really quick. So favorite video game of all time, it kind of depends on the day. I feel like I can't really pick one game as my all-time favorite, but on some days it'll be Street Fighter. Oh man, if I have to pick one, Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter 2. Yeah, Super Street Fighter 2. If I'm gonna pick out of all of them. no. Shoot. Okay, the Street Fighter series in general. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. Because if you're trying to have me pick a game out of the series, that's a whole nother question in itself. Street Fighter on one day, it'll be Suikoden 1 and 2 on a different day, Yakuza on a different day. Let me see, anything else? Final Fantasy series. Yeah, I have a lot of games that are like my favorites. Any day it'll change. Yeah, Street Fighter, Suikoden, which is a role-playing game, and Final Fantasy. Anything else? Anything else that would I consider my favorite video game of all time? I don't think so as of right now. I'm trying to think. But those three are coming off the top of my head right now. So those would be considered my favorite video game of all time, in series wise. I can't pick a game. But the other question was favorite superhero movie of all time. I would have to say that's a good question, because there's a lot of superhero movies coming out, and if I'm trying to be nostalgic, or if I'm trying to think of like what's coming out now, my favorite superhero movie of all time would have to be the original Blade. It would have to be the original Blade, only because Blade kind of started this whole Marvel Universe movement, right? Blade, out of the 90s or close to 2000s, was pretty much the one movie that started the whole Marvel movies thing, right? Even though it was like a Fox, I want to say it was like a Fox property, because Fox, I guess, bought the properties of X-Men and Blade and such. But he's basically, for me, I think he started the movement of all the Marvel movies moving forward. And Blade was back in the day, back then, it was a great action movie. And I always remember the last line he said was, "There's always some motherfucker trying to ice skate uphill," and it makes no kind of sense. But yeah, I would have to say Blade for my all-time favorite Marvel movie, I would say. But yeah, favorite video games, yeah, Street Fighter, Suikoden, and what was it, Final Fantasy, on any different days. And then favorite superhero movie of all time would have to be Blade, because it's Wesley Snipes and that one line and the action and such. So yeah, thank you David Vincent from 502 Gaming. Guys, check out 502 Gaming. They're a Let's Play channel doing a bunch of games, and yeah, they're really funny, and I'll definitely will post link like probably right down here, or like show like a picture, a banner of some sort. But yeah, guys, check out 502 Gaming, and we'll move on to the next question.